that you played tonight?
I think first and foremost, we didn't win, so there's always things that you can work on. I thought I'd play well at times, and obviously had two costly turnovers. So, um, the spot that we were in the game, field position, all that stuff, you can't really have that. So that's on me. I got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. But overall, we moved the ball well all night. We're able to establish a point of attack up front with our guys, and I thought we played well, but when you get past the 50, you got to finish and put points on the board.
What was practice like this past week, especially considering now that we got to see so many different trick plays that you guys got to do? How hard was it for you to kind of grasp all the different plays you guys are going to be running?
I felt great mentally. We had a few different tricks that were game plan specific to this week. Ran a few of them, but felt confident, felt comfortable running the offense. They did a good job. We had expected them to play man coverage all week, kind of what they had been showing on tape, and their kind of MO early was to junk it up and play some zone and disguise things to try to get me to think it was man, and they dropped out into zone. So, I mean, credit to them. They had a good game plan as well.
Did you expect them to come after you more than they did?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think when you watch the games against Joe Burrow and Daniel Jones, they heated those two guys up a little bit more than the rest of the teams they had played this year. So I think coming in, we definitely expected that we were going to get a little bit more pressure, but that's not really how it worked out. We adjusted, and ultimately we didn't make enough plays tonight.
Ben, that first drive, y'all were moving the ball pretty well, but y'all didn't score a touchdown the whole night. How do you look at the times you were moving the ball and what kept you from the end zone?
Yeah, we had a few good drives where we got past the 50, and then one thing or another we just kind of stalled out. I had two fumbles. We had some penalties, some pre-snap penalties. That stuff's on me. I've got to clean that up. But this NFL thing it's hard. When these teams are good, it's a battle every single week. And you're playing a divisional game. You gotta, when you cross the 50-yard line, get into the red zone, you got to be able to get 7 instead of 3. We didn't give ourselves enough opportunities to do that tonight.
Ben, was the speed of the game kind of what you expected going in, and did the game slow down for you at all as the game went on, maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I think it definitely did. I think I just kind of had to settle myself in and get in a nice little rhythm. But this whole week I kind of made it a point to myself that hey, I've got to play fast. Everything happens a little bit more quicker in practice in the game than it does in practice. But I felt comfortable for the most part, felt confident, had a good week of practice, so there was no reason for me to think otherwise of myself or the other 10 guys around me. So, they scored more points than us tonight.
The first turnover, Ben, did you just not feel it coming off your side? You were looking the other way?
Yeah.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah, my progression was to the left. I've got to do a better job of moving up in the pocket, kind of drifted a little bit, and in this league, you've got those ends that are going to rush hard upfield, and tackles are set in the pocket. So I've just got to do a better job of stepping up, and if it's not there, just burn it, throw it away.
Ben, what was today like for you, especially with it being a later game? Were you nervous? Did the day go by slow? Just kind of what was the day like leading up to the game?
Yeah, by far the longest day of my life, but no nerves at all. Felt really prepared. I think when it comes down to it, I felt good. I felt comfortable. Had no nerves. Was just anxious. Right, it's a long day. You're kind of sitting around in a hotel all day, so had to try to do some things to get up and get moving, stretch, things of that nature. But everyone was fired up, ready to go when we got here. A lot of energy in the locker room. Just the defense played great tonight. Gave us some short fields to work with early. I think forced 3 or 4 turnovers. So we've just got to do a better job as an offense.
Ben, did it surprise you at all that at least from where we were sitting, it seemed like there was a lot added to the playbook, or a lot brought out of the playbook that we haven't yet seen this season, even though you are coming in for your first start?
Say that again. Sorry, it was kind of choppy there.
Did it surprise you that the first start, rookie 7th rounder, it seemed like there was a lot in the playbook that hadn't yet been run earlier in the season instead of maybe simplifying it?
Yeah, I think that was all kind of part of it, right? They have never seen me play. They had to go back and watch some of my college tape, so I think part of our game plan going in was let's try to give these guys some looks that they haven't seen yet this year, and try to capitalize on some things that we can do with that. So that, yeah, I mean, the playbook was probably reduced 25% this week, but just had a few extra things for the game.
It's 3 games now, and you guys have scored 1 touchdown. When you look, I mean, you're on your 3rd quarterback, and this is your first start and everything. But when you look at your 3 wides, Dak was back tonight, your running back situation. How stunning or surprising is that?
That's the name of the game. You just got to be able to score more points than the other team. And when it comes down to it, we haven't done a good job these last few weeks of finishing drives. We had 2 turnovers again, and that's kind of been our Achilles heel these last few weeks. Just got to take care of the ball. Put those 2 on me tonight. Just bad ball on my part, but that's basically what it comes down to.
Were there any particular plays or a sequence or anything that looking back on it, you wish you could have back, if maybe there was a bigger play there to be had?
Yeah, the first fumble in the red zone. I mean, I've just got to trust myself and let the ball go, right? We've got points on the board. I've got to know that we've got at least 3 in the bank. We're already up 3-0. It's a second drive of the game. Our defense just forced a huge turnover early in the game. I've got to do a better job, just situational awareness. If my guy's not there, burn it, throw it away, live to see another play. That's totally my fault.
Ben, Jerry's mentioned that he expects Andy to be available for next week's game. Where do you go from here, not knowing what your role will be next week, at least yet?
Nothing changes for me. I'm just going to keep preparing like I have this whole season. If Andy's back, that's great for our team, right? Another guy in the locker room that we can count on. He's been trustworthy, reliable the whole season. So if he's healthy, whether it's whoever it is out there, next Sunday, I'm just going to make sure that I keep preparing the right way. And if it's me, I'll make sure that I'm ready to go. And if it's Andy, I'll make sure that I'm ready to go as the backup. So.